Hello and welcome to 1000 Word Interviews. My name is Mordecai and today I'm joined by Emma. Emma, thank you so much for speaking with me. I'm looking forward to hearing about your photo.
Yeah, cool. Thanks for having me.
No worries. To get started, can you just tell us a few things about yourself?
My name is Emma, and this is my home, and I'm a sonographer, and that's about it.
Yeah, no worries. But could you just tell us, what is a sonographer?
A sonographer is a medical professional. It's a person who uses an ultrasound machine or sound waves to take medical images of people's insides, which are then used by doctors to make diagnoses about patients' problems and things like that. Yeah.
Okay, so what are some of the things that you might use an ultrasound machine for?
Like, I guess pregnancy, so a lot of like baby scans, obstetrics, but we also can look at people's muscles, inside their abdomens, can look at breasts and breast cancer and lesions, and use ultrasound to do biopsies and things. So a whole range of things, really. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. Well, today we're going to speak about a photo of yours that's interesting and important to you. So if you're ready, we'll get started.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
First question, could you just describe what we can see in this photo?
Yes. So this is a photograph of my Nonno, and it was taken at Christmas time. And in the photo, you can see my Nonno. He's wearing a shirt and a jacket. He's wearing a hat as well. He's smiling. In the background, there's a curtain, which has like a floral sort of pattern on it. And then in the foreground, there's lots of like glasses and beer bottles, wine bottles. So you can see it's like maybe at a party or something, or but it was at Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. It's a really nice photo. And that was a good description. So next question, where was this photo taken?
It was taken at his house.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was taken at his place in the dining room at
Okay.
his house. Yeah.
And when was the photo taken?
I think it was taken probably a few years ago. I think it might have been Christmas, maybe 2016.
Okay.
Yeah, so quite some time ago.
Yeah. Good. And you've actually already mentioned this, but that's okay. Who can we see in the photo?
So you can see my Nonno. So that's my grandfather. So Nonno means grandfather in Italian. So that's my grandfather.
And so your grandfather, your Nonno, he was Italian?
Yes. Yeah, so he was born in Italy and then he moved to Australia, I think sometime after the Second World War.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And so what was actually happening in this moment when the photo was taken?
I think I was like teasing him and trying to engage with him to get him to laugh when I was taking the picture. But we would just, because usually at Christmas, we would go visit my Nonna and Nonno, and it's a whole tradition. Like they would, cook all the Italian dishes, and then we'd just like sit around this big table and basically shout at each other for like a couple of hours. So this is just like a candid shot of him in that moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did you take the photo then?
I did, yes. Yeah.
Because you said you were trying to make him laugh and then...
Yeah. Get him in the moment. Yeah.
Yeah, he looks happy.
Yeah.
So you've already started to tell a little bit of the story behind this photo, but why do you pick this photo of your Nonno?
I picked this photo because like my Nonno was probably one of my favorite family members, and so actually I was struggling to find a photo, and then I just saw this one, and it's like probably one of my favorite photos, favorite photo of him and favorite photos in general. So I picked it because I thought, well, maybe I should just pick a photo that I really like. Yeah. And like I like the person in the subject and the photo itself. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit more about your grandfather, your Nonno?
Yeah, like he was really cool person, just admired him a lot, especially like moving to Australia.
Yeah.
Like him and my Nonna, they both came to Australia not speaking a word of English, and just admire that challenge. And just the sacrifices that they made, which was really cool. I think he worked at Holden's for a while, and then he worked at the Charleston Council. So he was a real hard worker. He loved his garden, so he had a vegetable garden in his backyard because he grew up on a farm as a kid. So he loved to garden as well. But yeah, just lots of fun memories.
Yeah, wow. So I had a few more questions about him. You said that when he arrived in Australia, he didn't speak a word of English. Did he learn?
He did actually. Like, I could have conversations with him. So with my Nonna, who's still alive, there's still a bit of a language barrier. And often when I see her, it's just her talking to Italian to me and me not really understanding what's going on. But I could actually have conversations with my grandfather. So like over time, he just through his work, I think he taught himself like enough to get by, and I could like understand him, and he could like give me advice like don't take drugs and don't waste your money. So yeah, it was enough. Yeah,
Solid advice.
yeah.
And you said that he likes gardening. So what kind of things did he used to grow in his garden?
He grew tomatoes, which was amazing, and then my Nonna would use those tomatoes for her sauce. So she would make like they'd just bottle bottles of tomato sauce and use that for the pasta. So he would grow tomatoes, chilies, parsley, all sorts. Yeah, and then it was great because like when we visited them, he would give us the stuff from his garden, and it was always like so fresh, and yeah, it was really amazing. Yeah,
I think an important question that I haven't asked yet is that you're using the past tense when you speak about your grandfather. So is he still alive?
No, unfortunately my grandfather did pass away. Sorry, I'm only laughing because no, I shouldn't laugh actually. He did pass away. I can't remember the date, and part of the reason he passed away, he had dementia, but also I can't actually remember. That's it. Oh my god, maybe I have dementia, but yeah, he passed away. Yeah.
I don't think you have to remember the exact date, but I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I think it was maybe like maybe a year or two after this photo was taken. Okay. Yeah.
Well, wow. Thank you so much for sharing the story about your Nonna. It's been good to listen to. He sounds like an interesting person. So thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Cheers.
No worries. Actually, but before we finish, I do have one final question. Yes. What's something that you're looking forward to in the future? It doesn't have to do with a photo.
I guess like my Nonno, I guess maybe like if I could just like, I don't know, have a similar impact or something like to sort of members of my family. I've got some nieces and nephews now, so maybe something like that, maybe getting a garden of my own one day or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. Well, thanks again. It's been good. And thank you all for watching. As always, you can find the questions and answers below and a brief lesson plan for teachers. So see you next time.